What is up, guys? It's WWE Asylum 16 here coming at you guys with another Raw review, and this time it is taking place before the draft. That's right. This is the final Raw before the WWE Draft, including a WWE Championship match. So let's get straight into this review. So we kicked off the show with Shane and Stephanie McMahon. They came out to the ring after Mr. McMahon came back last week, and he announced that Shane will be running Smackdown and Stephanie will be running Raw. However, both of them have to choose a general manager to run both respective brands. So, it was Stephanie who made her announcement first, and now a lot of people were thinking that it was going to be Triple H as her general manager, because of course they're husband and wife, and they were the authority. But instead, we got a huge surprise. None other than the hardcore legend himself, Mick Foley. That's right, Mick Foley is running Raw with Stephanie McMahon. That is huge. That is a huge shocker right there. I was not expecting that. I just wasn't expecting that. Triple H was on a lot of people's minds, but instead we got Mick Foley, and that was just an unbelievable choice by Stephanie. Now we move on to SmackDown. Shane McMahon chooses someone we haven't seen in quite a long time now. The Yes Man himself, Daniel Bryan, is back. He came back to commentate with Mauro Ranallo on the Cruiserweight Classic on the WWE Network, but now he's running SmackDown with Shane McMahon. It just doesn't get any better than this, does it? Wow, unbelievable. So that's how we kicked off the show. So now we move on to the matches. So Cesaro and Sami Zayn took on Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens in a pretty decent match. But in the end, it was Cesaro and Sami Zayn picking up the win. So, yeah. Moving on, we had Alberto Del Rio taking on Darren Young. I'm not too sure why this match took place, but a lot of people weren't interested in this match, so yeah. So Del Rio win this. Did Del Rio win this match? I think he did. Yeah, Del Rio won this match. Or maybe it was Darren Young. No, actually, it was Darren Young. Darren Young won this match when The Miz tried to distract him to have Del Rio win, but then Darren Young picked up the win with some kind of bridge pin or something like that. So that was a kind of a big win for Darren Young. I don't see him winning the championship this Sunday, though. Earlier in the night, they announced that there would be a 12-man tag team match taking place. And I was really excited for this because these are all guys that want to kick the crap out of each other at Battleground. So you had John Cena teaming up with Enzo and Cass and the New Day taking on the Wyatt family and the Club. And a huge 12-man tag team match. And this was one of the best matchups of the night. I really enjoyed it, especially the promos at the beginning before this matchup took place. You know, it was just like, it was just all comedy and stuff. Enzo and Cass. I think, yeah, it was Cena who came out first. Then Enzo and Cass came out. Enzo and Cass started, talking about how the "how you doing" catchphrases and stuff, and it was cool. And then the New Day came out after the Club came out, and they started talking about how they're going to beat up John Cena again. Then New Day came out, and they mentioned Pokemon Go, or Xavier Woods did. He mentioned how he's a level 21 Pokemon Go player, and a lot of people were laughing about that. Then the Wyatts came out, and that's what ended the whole thing. And then the matchup started, and just an unbelievable performance by all 12 men. I really enjoyed this match. But in the end, it was the club picking up the win for their team and the Wyatt family. After New Day and Wyatt just they couldn't take it anymore. They just took their fight to the backstage, and the club won the match. But still, really enjoyed this match. Just all action going back and forth. Really liked it. Moving on, we have Baron Corbin taking on Sin Cara. Like I said, not really too big of a matchup, so it was kind of a squash match. Baron Corbin won within the first 2 minutes or something. So yeah, Baron Corbin won this match. So I don't think anybody cares about that. Moving on, we got Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch taking on the team of Charlotte and Dana Brooke. Now, it was announced that for Battleground this Sunday, Sasha Banks will be teaming up with a mystery partner, taking on Charlotte and Dana Brooke. Well, at least this means that won't be Becky Lynch. And there's rumors going around that it's not going to be Bayley. So then I don't know who it would be. I really don't know. Who else hasn't been on TV in a long time? Or who would make a huge surprise debut or someone? I don't know. I really don't know here. Could it be, I don't know. We'll have to see. The only person I'm thinking who it could be would probably be Nikki Bella, maybe, but I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see. So Sasha Becky took on Charlotte and Dana Brooke, and yeah, pretty good match. Sasha and Becky picked up the win here. Moving on, Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler took on Sheamus and Rusev. You can tell there's a lot of tag team matches taking place tonight. So Ryder and Ziggler took on Sheamus and Rusev. Another good match, but in the end it was Sheamus and Rusev picking up the win. Or maybe it was Ryder and Ziggler. Like I said, I don't really remember everything that took place on Raw or who won their matchups, but I think it was Ryder and Ziggler who won. I'm not too sure, but I don't think anybody cares. So now we get on to the main event. Yeah, I know it was going to be a short video, but there's really not much to say about this Raw review. Other than the fact, that's Shane and Daniel Bryan running SmackDown, and Stephanie McFoley running Raw, and then just the rest of the matchups were just decent matchups. There was really nothing special except for the 12-man tag team match and Ambrose and Rollins. So Ambrose defending the WWE Championship against Rollins in a title match. People were saying this was going to be an awesome match, and indeed it was. Back and forth action. Unbelievable performance by Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Now, there's a very, very confusing ending to this match. It was when Seth Rollins, he hit Dean Ambrose with a superplex off the top rope, but then I couldn't tell if he was going for his superplex Falcon Arrow combo that he normally does off the top rope. But instead, Ambrose and Rollins pinned each other. The referee counted 3, the bell went off, and then no one's music played, as we were all confused on who won this match. Now, Stephanie came into the ring. She said that Seth Rollins is a 3-time WWE champion, that he won this match, but clearly she is a dumbass because she did not pay close attention to both men's shoulders being down. She clearly thought it was just Dean Ambrose who had his shoulders down, but clearly it was Seth Rollins and Ambrose who both had their shoulders down. Shane McMahon showed the replay on the network, that's right. It's kind of stupid that they didn't show what happened afterwards and who won this match into the network, which was kind of dumb. They should have just showed it on TV, but hey, whatever. So move on to the network, turn it on for 5 minutes, and they show Dean Ambrose and Rollins both in the ring. Then the referee, who was knocked out earlier in the match, he wanted to see a replay. It showed a replay, and then it showed the ending of the matchup in 3 different angles. So Ambrose and Rollins again pinned each other, both down to the mat, both shoulders down. And the referee didn't understand what really happened, so he declared the matchup as a draw. Therefore, Dean Ambrose is still the WWE Champion. But that wasn't it. That wasn't the end of that. As Shane McMahon, after the Raw went off the air, Shane McMahon announced that a rematch will be taking place on Smackdown the next night for the title. So yeah, a lot of controversial action here on Raw. I liked the episode of Raw, but there just really wasn't much to talk about besides the beginning and the end, and the middle, the 12-man tag team match. Yeah, there was really just only like 3 things to really talk about on the show that were important. Everything else was just matches. Really nothing special. I mean, so I apologize if you found this review a little boring, but to me, I just really didn't see anything to talk about, in this Raw review. So, yeah. So if you found this review boring, I can understand why, but I really just had nothing to talk about this entire video. So, yeah. So that's going to be the end of this quick little Raw review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment, like this video, favorite it, subscribe for more content on this channel, and I'll be back shortly with my draft review coming up soon. So, see you guys then.